Sagittarius. Okay, great. Let me lay these out. The Lovers, right in the middle of the reading. Let's see what's going on with the love in your life. Let's see. Oh, and the Two of Cups. Beautiful energy of this recent meeting for some of you. You recently met someone and it feels extremely strong. Extremely, oh wow, we have the Lovers here in the Devil card. Ooh, things could take a strange note, Sagittarius. I see things starting really good for some of you. And then what happens? We're going to have to figure it out. Okay, what is going on, Sagittarius? So right away, I'm going to go with this first message that's coming through to me. Let me just see if you can see all these cards in a better way. Yeah, you know what? I think that is better. So we have the Lovers card right in the middle of the reading, and if you'll notice, it is the same Lovers couple that we have here in the Devil card, but something's changed drastically. Instead of an angel, there's a devil. Instead of freedom and liberation, we look bound and tied. This could be an indication of working through, for some of you, some unhealthy habits in your relationship. For some of you, it is an indication that you really need to address these codependency issues, these kind of enabling habits, anything toxic, any toxic behavioral cycles. They might be needing to be addressed at this time, Sagittarius, because regardless, the Lovers in the middle of the reading is telling me it is a beautiful bond. It's a beautiful connection, but there are behavioral patterns that need to be worked out and need to be examined at the moment. And so that you can hopefully progress, come together, make more, make amends. The threes in tarot are about growth. Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles. So things moving. The Queen is a number 3. So we do have a lot of growth around this relationship. Let's just make it super constructive. And we're going to figure out how we might be able to do that. I'll look at this from another point of view. For some of you Sagittarius people, you recently met someone and things are all looking like they were really good, especially in the past. They were like, whoa, met this person, felt extremely attracted to them. This is fire sign energy. So it could have been another Sagittarius or Leo or Aries that it was coming through for you. But regardless, it was somebody that you were just extremely attracted to, very good chemistry, you really fancied them, and that was the draw in. But now it looks like what's coming up for you is some sort of a truth being revealed that you're going to be able to transition past, I think, and work through and move on from, but it's going to be something that is unsettling. But for some of you, what it is this truth that, there is something in our relationship that's really unhealthy. Let's see how we can move on from that and make that more calm for us, make it less triggering, make it more of a smoother journey for us, essentially. Maybe there's been some emotional ups and downs. The Six of Pentacles is kind of saying, for some of you, you're meeting somebody and it was really deserved for you to have this love connection in your life. For some of you, you waited a long time to meet this person that just sort of made you feel kind of calm again. Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and we've got number 6 on the Lovers card. Beautiful rebalancing. So 6 is the number of harmony, of balance restored. So we have this sense that this relationship for some is about bringing balance and harmony into your life again. I'm going to have to clear these up because it looks like there's no getting away from what the message of the Devil card is. So in tarot, you guys, we have the major arcana. We do have one on the bottom of the deck. We'll talk about the Hanged Man. We have the Devil, we have the Lovers, and we have the Hierophant. There are 4 major arcana cards. There's only 17 in the deck. These represent soul growth, time for soul growth in this relationship. Time for this relationship to maybe be tested or maybe be rewarded with an abundant spell of growth and harmony, but one way or another, the major arcana indicates spells of themes that we kind of have to, that we're ready to work through, that can be avoided less easily. And if we do avoid them, they tend to just come up in a later stage in our life again, until our soul learns the lesson or experiences the reward. So there is some worry about tension. There's some worry about kind of restricting again. 5 of Wands, number 5, the Hierophant. There's a little bit of a concern on your part, Sagittarius, about addressing something or bringing the truth into light, or even getting down to the nitty gritty of the Devil card issues that you guys are having, because you're worried that that will create not tension again, but maybe even friction and a bit of conflict, maybe tension. The Hierophant, some of you are looking to, this person is something that you like, this is for the long haul, property together, maybe even marriage together, children, a contract, something that is binding in a more traditional sense. The Hierophant is a little bit more old school. I'm thinking wedding, even marriage. The Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck is perhaps telling you that you have been enlightened, Sagittarius, in terms of your love and relationships right now. You're like seeing things clearly. Some of you had to really slow down. I think that was for a lot of people around the world, there were external circumstances at play which caused a lot of us to have to slow down and even be stopped in our tracks for some. The Hanged Man is strung up here on the tree, not moving, but being extremely enlightened. So all of that was very valuable for you to process, that slow down. Some of you got to re-examine your relationship. Let's go to another deck and let's pull some cards to clarify these bigger cards in this reading. So Sagittarius, who is this person that came into your life? What do we need to know about the Queen of Wands energy and the Two of Cups energy? And for some of you, there's a real pressure to get married. This Devil card is Saturnian, patriarchal. Something like that could be coming up, and the truth is, oh, I don't know if I want that. The Emperor, I think an Aries could have been the person that some of you were dealing with, definitely coming through there. And the Daughter of Pentacles. Okay, so there was like a kind of, this was a fresh start for some of you. This was a new beginning, kind of, I'm thinking even springtime energy. I'm thinking new beginning, and I'm seeing that it offered, this was a communication. There was like somebody quite, I think for some of you people, were really aggressively chased in terms of like texting or calling, like your phone was kind of going off a lot. You knew this person was very interested, you were very interested equally. They kind of like almost like kind of staked their claim on you, you felt, and like they were assertive insofar as how they pursued you, and very direct, and you know, you liked that and you kind of received that very well. This was something that you felt like, oh, I'm getting what I deserve from somebody now. So let's have a look. Let's continue and let's clear up this sort of middle section. So of course the offer was extended, you accepted, you loved it, and something more became of it, and we expanded. For some of you, you really are thinking about building with the person you're with. You really, really see that. You see this kind of security here, or just like kind of putting some foundations in place for you to keep building on. But some of you are feeling like a pressure to do this, or some of you might just feel like, am I pressuring the person I'm with? Do they want this more traditional settled? Oh, we'll see. Let's clear it up. But it's beautiful energy. This really is the beginning of this relationship has started really nice. It's currently going really well, but it looks like it's coming up for time for something now that has to be addressed. The Lover's card rules Gemini, and that could be the soulmate that we are talking about for you, Sagittarius. If I'm going to say where this Devil card energy is coming in, it could be a Capricorn. And if you're dealing with the Capricorn, Sagittarius, you do feel a certain amount of obligation there. But I have got the Seven of Wands, and I've got the Six of Cups in reverse. So I do have another 6. The This is talking about the roots I was talking about, like building a foundation, putting in roots. This was in reverse though, so it does tell me that something from the past is coming up and dismantling the roots. The roots of this tree, it's the same thing, right? It's the same tree in the Emperor. So it came on, the roots of this foundation were based on passion, I believe, fire, spark, and then you wanted to know the emotion. Then so it started with fireworks and passion and spark. Then we did see an emotional opening up and extension, and we opened our hearts like those two cups to each other. And that was the start of more open-hearted communication, getting to know. I can see how it unfolded. Something like just sort of like wiggled those roots free for some reason, and there is a need to harmonize again. So what kind of uprooted something from the past came up? A friend came back into the picture, an ex of somebody's came back into the picture, something just kind of like dismantled slightly. Yeah, that's what I'm sensing there. Let me see. Let's keep going on. This person almost for some might even just like remind you of someone from the past, and that kind of unnerves you. But for some, this is a very, very good indication of procreation now. Queen of Wands too is super fertile energy, growth. Like I said, the threes are about growth and making more. For some of you, it'll be a first time child. So the two of you will be making a third. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 people here in both cards. And the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is very much, it's Lord of pleasure maybe, and it's just all about procreation and fertility and children. Let's see, and putting those roots there. So, and with the Hierophant, I know that this is going to be a really serious relationship. Let's see what the Three of Swords is and the Six of Swords is. Wow, okay, yeah, so that's what makes this Queen of Wands so fertile, right? Mother of Wands, Queen of Wands, we have her eggs there. This was reversed. And the Fool was reversed. And so Father of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a maturing sense. There's a need to mature. And that could be what's coming up for this in the Three of Swords. Like, we need to kind of mature. These roots need to be cemented again. And the Father of Pentacles is very much the provider. So for some of you, there is a pressure on the person you're with to be the provider maybe. Yeah, it could be dealing with the Taurus in that way. And if you are dealing with the Taurus Sagittarius, they are very much the provider. They're by the book, and they'll always do the right thing in a sense to provide. The Fool card, some of you are considering taking a leap of faith, and maybe it's starting a family or something like that. I do have a very fertile kind of energy coming through. There is a sense of hesitation around that. For some of you, you're kind of just, hoping that everything goes smoothly in that department, okay? And the Devil card. Let's have a look at what the Devil card's lesson, so to speak, is kind of trying to say here for Sagittarius, because like I said, I'll just clear up the Devil and the Hierophant now. Five of Pentacles with the Devil card, and with the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Some of you are making something with this person, built to last. The worries are material. The worries are about workaholism. The worries are about not having enough, scarcity kind of mindset. The worries are about worry in general, just feeling desperate, sometimes wondering where next thing is coming from. For some of you, this results in workaholism, and then for some of you, the people that you're dealing with, or you Sagittarius, you just feel this real sense of pressure to provide, and there's a sense of not having enough. For some of you in this relationship, I will put out a warning there that if you notice patterns of being kind of isolated or alienated from friends and family, that could be something to work out. This is a more worrying energy to see in the reading, and it could be just something like, for some, it can be isolating. So just make sure that, you don't feel isolated in this relationship, I think would be the advice there. Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. Hierophant, yeah, things are going to really start swinging upwards for you, especially people dealing with the Taurus. And if you're looking to kind of have a wedding, have a marriage, that looks really, really good. It looks like that the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter ruled. Jupiter is your ruling planet, Sagittarius. So it kind of looks like expanse, growth, that kind of building sense. This reminds me of this card, even like the color schemes, making something more of, and like expanding with the person you're with, and very much growing together, Sagittarius. That's going to be your love and relationship reading. Take that for April 2021, mid-April, but take the messages as they resonate today, Sagittarius, however they do resonate.